Many companies try Cirrus Logic chips in their DAC, and many of them sound pretty nice, but not the best that I would love to have. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I would like to share a collaboration between Moondrop and SMSL, their combined effort of DHA-15 DAC, USB DAC, and headphone stage with preamplifier built in there. 3 different gain levels. Low gain setting is about 3 volt and mid gain is plus 6 dB. High gain setting is plus 19.7 gain level that you can adjust. So that gain level setting totally affect preamplifier, the line level output setting as well. Excessive voltage, if you set it to mid gain or high gain setting when you are using this as a pre-stage. So that is one thing that I like to remind you. When that happens, it's already creating excessive voltage inside your amplifier even before you raise the volume control on your amplifier. So it's not a good thing, and it will reduce in overall dynamic range. It can minimize sound quality as well. So that's why if you are using this DHA-15 as pre-stage, please be sure to set the gain level at low gain setting, because that gain level setting totally affects line level output, variable line level output totally connected to the headphone amplifier stage. So that is a bit unusual, as I'm used to with many different components. Another thing is it has step volume control, which has 99 steps. So when you turn it up or down, it will make ticking sound. So that is normal. It may not be totally R2 or never. It's more like resistor based chip control, volume control, and pre-stage that they implemented in this DHA-15, which works wonderfully and precisely. In the menu system, they have 2 different options: real-time or soft volume control, and they also have the web-based tuning that they offer. Those are the features that are available. It comes with plastic standard remote control. This one retail for $649 with high quality brushed aluminum housing that they come with it. Internally, this DHA-15 is featuring dual Cirrus Logic CS43198 in there with totally balanced design, and it uses good quality buds with totally noise-free, quiet performance that I experience no matter where I put this DHA-15. On my desktop, I use this with Yamaha Studio monitors, and using this one as pre and headphone stage back and forth, and totally noise-free, quiet performance, even on and off, doesn't make any pop sound. So overall noise control is excellent thanks to over 130 dB of signal to noise ratio that this can offer. Background is very nice and quiet. When I'm using my monitor headphones, Sony MDR7506 on my desktop, it's not hard to drive, but it requires good power to sound their best. Otherwise, they can be out of control as well. This one totally shows very good sound quality in that combination, as well as when I tried recently review Mezi Audio 99 Classics V2. That sounded very nice. Smooth and effortless sound signature with very enjoyable sound that it can offer. Good quality notes and sound signature across the frequency range. Lowest notes to accurate mids to musical upper mids and highs that I can enjoy listening to with this DHA-15 and those 2 combination when I'm trying back and forth. That goes to my studio monitor, same thing. So when I'm trying this DHA-15 on my desktop setup pairing with Mac Studio, this one only has 1 digital input, which is USB-C. So there is slight latency that I noticed at the playhead. not bad, but a few milliseconds. So that's the one thing that I would like to remind you. If you are sensitive to that, you may notice it. Very impressive power output out of this DHA-15. It can put out 15 watts of power at both channel driven for 16 ohm load, and it can get 7.5 watt out of power out of both channel driven for 32 ohm load, which is incredibly impressive power that it can drive and effortlessly. When I try how to drive Variant 1 headphones, which is impedance rating is around 8 ohm and sensitivity, if I remember it right, probably 98 dB the max, it drives my Variant 1 beautifully and effortlessly with authoritatively in the power delivery, especially deep bass that I can get out of that open back design. My Variant 1 is upgraded with ported pads that made by Variant Audio. So that is an optional thing that they made for Variant 2, which I got this upgraded on this Variant 1, and it sounded incredible. Smoothest, richest, and most engaging combination I got out of Variant 1 and headphone stage that I tried next to my H2O TA32, which is my reference. So this one compared to H2O TA32, power delivery is significantly better, but the tube bloom that it get left behind, because this one is pure solid state powerhouse that they design. And when I'm driving this Variant 1, I try two different gain level, low gain setting and mid gain setting with this Variant 1. And I find it to be low gain setting is most quietest in the background. All I need to do is raise the volume control to around to get my reference level is around 40-45 position on the knob. That's about it. It works out well and it drives beautifully and powerfully driving this hard to drive headphone, so which is very impressive power output out of this DHA-15. Hence the name is DHA-15 thanks to that dual channel driven 15 watts of power output that it can offer. So when I tried this DHA-15 in my main system, pairing it with my AccuPhase E4000, XLR balance out to AccuPhase, gain is at the low gain setting, volume control at the 99 position to bypass internet gain stage or pre-stage that it has. Low gain setting totally surface and very good sounding, clean and smooth, natural sounding. Out of many decks that I listen with Cirrus Logic chips, this Cirrus Logic CS43198 dual chip design in this DHA-15 give me phenomenal sound quality, very musical and very smooth, engaging mid-range quality, and bass delivery is tight and impressively deliver an immediacy and attack that I can enjoy. That upper bass and mid bass tightness and the immediacy and those notes that come at you, those areas are very much enjoyable and totally impressive sounding. And mid-range is accurate musicality with quietness in the background. There may be tiny bit of nitpicking, which can be a bit hard edges in upper mids area. It may not be noticeable in many cases. Maybe some people may notice when they listen to headphone stage. So those are the tiny bit of, only one area by the way, tiny bit of hardness in edge of the notes in upper mids area. That's about it. After that, higher frequencies are totally airy and spacious, well extended with very nice separation that we can enjoy. I don't think we can ask for more than that in this price point. Totally rival R2, DAC such as Musician Audio, Pegasus 3 kind of high frequency extension and spaciousness and airy sound that it can put out. Stereo image is pretty good. I mean, it's not to the level of what I'm used to with such as Divinity DAC, but very good stereo image that it can offer. Another feature that's missing in this DHA-15 is balance control, which you can change normal to inverted, right? So if they want to sell this in Japan or those markets, they need that feature. The inverted, most of Japanese recording balance connection is inverted, is totally noticeable as well. So that's why I always pay attention to this, because I do have a lot of Japanese music and CDs that I enjoy, right? So that's the one thing that's missing. Menu system is very simple and straightforward. 3 different gain level settings, screen brightness, and all those basic stuff that you can also control it from remote control. This Moondrop SMS combination DHA-15 is nothing but powerhouse, raw power that it can purely deliver true solid state sound signature, clean as possible, transparent sound, especially if you are using headphone amplifier stage. It will give you total sound quality and sound signature of original music plus your headphone sound signature. This one will get out of the way other than driving your headphone with impressive power. Power delivery is truly impressive. Raw power to deliver most hard to drive headphones. There is no complaint there. Complaint that I have is why only one USB-C input, right? It should have at least one optical and one coaxial, just saying. But although it has XLR and RCA analog input when you want to connect your CD player or other component, the analog output connection that you can feed to this DHA-15 when you are using as headphone stage or pre-stage. So my complaint is that one USB digital input. That is the biggest downside in my opinion for these type of components. So, but probably their intention is to have proper digital playback side, which is going to be highest fidelity possible. That is going to be USB, and plus the analog session that they want to put highlight on, the way that they can design on this DHA-15. Probably that's the philosophy behind this DHA-15 design. So price to performance and sound quality ratio, $649. You can get 15 watts of power, both channel driven for, I mean, you can drive pretty much any headphones, including the speakers, if you can make the speaker cable. So that is going to be incredible. And then power delivery and background noise control is one of the most impressive one. And depth of the sound stage and width is very impressive too. My favorite things about this DHA-15 is headphone stage, power delivery, quietness in the background, pre-amplifier gain stage, adjustability, as well as that 99 steps volume control that has a precision to it. Width is as wide as my Divinity R2R DAC, similar depth when I match the gain. Neutral and engaging sound, good refinement in across the frequency range with authoritative bass delivery plus musicality in mid-range area, aside from time to time a little bit of hardness in upper mids. Best of all, high frequency extensions and airiness and spaciousness like R2R DACs that it can offer. All in all, $649 for DHA-15 is very well priced. Features and powers that you can get, plus good sound quality and refinement and transparency that it can offer, is totally worth it. I can easily recommend it to you to try it, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Something heavenly came down from above. He led me to you. He led me to you. He built the bridge to your heart all the way. How many times I lived inside of I can't say. When I was led to you, you were the one for me. I swear the whole world could feel my heartbeat when I lay eyes on you. You wrapped me up in the color of love. You gave me the kiss of life, kiss of life. You gave me the kiss of life, kiss of life. Wasn't it clear from the start? Look at the sky, it's full of clouds. The sky is full of He built a bridge to your heart all the way and let it lay and how many times I've lived inside now I can't say you gave me the kiss of life, kiss of life. So great. On the bass, Mr. Torigoe Keisuke-san. On the guitar, Oruma Yosuke-san. Yeah.